Calvin here. I was watching this video on a YouTube channel called Awaken Our Truth, and it's about first contact and Pleiadian, and I can't remember what all was. I mean, it was talking about going on a light ship in like your, I think the lady said gamma, or like your gamma wavelength of the brain. So like when you're dreaming or like when you're sleeping, you go on this light ship. And it made me remember this dream, or remember this video that I saw, another video I saw like 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, of, it was like an alien video, I guess, or whatever. And it was this video, it was like this ball of light that came down, and then like these other balls of light, bloop, bloop, and then I think there was like 4 of them or so that came out, and then they just like kind of showed their presence, and then bloop, kind of just went back together in the ball and then disappeared, I guess you could say, in another dimension or something. But pretty much what made me realize is I had this dream like day or two, like 2 days ago, and first the dream started out, well, I mean, there's like so many dreams going on at once, but there's something like that was trying to get my attention for it, and it was like this igloo church thing. Like from my hometown, there's like this igloo church, and it's kind of like a big igloo shaped church, and it was like I lived in this igloo, and so that was kind of the beginning, in at least of this segment, which I think dreams are like fifth dimensional or higher dimensional, like realities that our physical brain can't completely cope with, or at least from our evolution where we're at right now, we're learning how to evolve and integrate these energies so then we can have higher dimensional integrations in our physical body. Not to say that the physical body is the third dimension, say that the physical body is part of this one reality, and that all dimensions within the human experience to be fully integrated and active into this physical human body, to have this full human experience instead of just pinpointed onto one dimension. And so then the dream kind of fast forward, and it was like I was on this boat on like a mountain lake, and there was a big mountain, and something just felt like really like at home about it. And there was this lady on the back of the boat. It was like a rowboat, and then my friend from like I guess I would say my old life was there. Not to say that it was really him or whatever it was. And I don't know if there was more people on it. I can't really quite remember. But it's also like this boat had like a hot air balloon that like this lady on the back was like pumping up, or I don't know. And then it was like something about going higher, and it was like, for some reason I felt like I was scared to go higher, but I don't think it was actually me that was scared to go higher. It was just like we were all together like in a ball of light, as like this video that I mentioned earlier, and we're all like together, so we were all like one light source at that moment, and then we were all like bloop 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 coming off on certain spots of this like light source, but since we were actually having this experience and it was higher dimensional, and our physical human body hasn't fully integrated all these experiences, this is just how our physical brain's interpreting it. And so in these dreams that seem so silly and chaotic, it's just how our reference points for right now are what it is. Maybe from an external way, it just looks like a ball of light with other little bloops of light coming out, like in the video that I mentioned. But so it was like we were on this light ship together, and it was like we created this lightship together, and I guess we were being divinely guided, perhaps, maybe not, uh, by some people from other planets that love us and taking care of us, whether you call them angels or whatever you want to label them. Um, I don't like it when that kicks on so loud, but I guess I was kind of like scared to go higher. And what makes me think that this wasn't actually me that was afraid to go higher was my friends, because my friend, he's afraid of heights, and so I think I was just like kind of empathing him. But then it was like, pretty sure we went higher, and it was like we went so higher dimensionally that I couldn't remember, and then it was bloom. I was on flat concrete by this lake in the mountain, and it was like I was eavesdropping on conversation at this like door, like a big wooden door, and I tried to figure out who these people were, and I don't know if I was really eavesdropping, but that's kind of just how I can like interpret it at this time. I don't think I was really eavesdropping, but the people at this door, I think, were at where I had parked my bus in Kansas. It had something to do with that. I really feel like, maybe not, but then I was just kind of walking along this solid concrete, like, because I felt like I needed to ground and integrate what had just happened to me, and I kept going, and it was like something about like carnival-ish, and not like festival, because I feel like it's this beer festival that's going on out here. I feel like it was like not necessarily a premonition, but like a co-creation. Because I don't think premonition is necessarily a real thing as much as it's that we created it more. But there's something about the fence, and then something about a stand with like wrestling in it. So I almost wonder if I'm gonna see people out there fighting later, drunk people out there fighting later today, wrestling with each other. But that's just kind of like how I interpreted it in that dream, and also maybe something about like an arena and something barren and like at night where like there's very few people around, was just kind of how that dream ended, like that. And then I was back to this igloo, and I went inside. It was like there was like a big lock on this door or something about it, and there's like a note on the door, and I felt like, I don't know if there was really anything on the note. It was just the fact that there was a note that like gave me the feeling that I just need to like speak to someone how I really, not even really how I feel, just to like say something to someone, just because I'm like scared to say something, because like I'm just afraid to do something like that, and just to like express myself to certain people that I just need to do it, you know, and to kind of like face that fear. And it doesn't even matter what I say, what I do, it's just like face that fear or whatever. But now I walked into this igloo thing, kind of went down, there's not necessarily a short hallway, but not a long one either, and then saw my bed, and then looked up, and it was like there was like stairs that went up to the top of this igloo, and there was light coming like through the doorway, and I almost wonder if it was just like a co-creation of me ending up where I'm at here. And I feel like because I didn't have all the reference points, I've never been here before. But another thing too is I had a dream the night before about this apartment, and this is my cousin's apartment. I never, like I said, I've never been here, but it was some sexual dream and like some girl getting pregnant, and not necessarily getting pregnant, but thinking she was pregnant or something. And I think that's something that happened with my cousin and an issue he was going through, and I feel like maybe I'm here to help my cousin out, maybe just out of the goodness of my heart, or to resolve karma or something. But and he's letting me stay here. This is a cool place. But that's kind of how the dream ended. And I think it's just important for me to say, because I had a lot of dreams like this around this time last year, and I think it's kind of the thing of like waking up in the spring and summer, where in the winter your dreams are kind of like not as much, but as the days get longer, it's like I feel like I got that acceleration last year in 2015, and it's just a lot of dreams, and I feel like maybe this is kind of that same thing as well. So that's why I guess when I'm talking about it. But just that video of seeing, it was like I guess it was labeled, oh, aliens, and I can't remember where it was at. Maybe it was Michigan, or I don't think it was LA or something. I know there was a big one in LA, but it was just like a ball of light like that, and then littler balls of light like came out of it, and it was really what I think my dream was, what I was doing in my dream with these people or whoever else. Because just because I mentioned that it was my friend doesn't mean that it was actually my friend. Perhaps it was, and it probably was. I don't, maybe not. I don't know. Part of me wants to say no because it's someone in my old life, but I'm gonna end this video because it's getting kind of long, and I'm just kind of sharing my ideas because like I'm just so full. I feel like a lot came in, not just me, but a lot of other people, and I gotta share it. So see if I can put a link for that video and both those videos, the Palladian First Contact one on Awaken Our Truth. Cal Forever here. Thank you. I love you. Thanks for taking time to listen to me.